Hello, and welcome to Materials Department Movie-Roast-A-Thon of the Hulk from 2003. Just give me a hot sec while I step in front of my presentation. There we go, perfect. We have three main points to bring up, three main bones to pick with the Hulk from 2003 based on its scientific accuracy, starting with inconsistent material performance in the barrel of the tank throughout the clip. So we're assuming that this tank is an M1 Abrams at roughly 61 metric tons. And that the barrel is made of 4140 steel. So in this first picture at 55 seconds, this is shortly after the Hulk has lifted the tank by the barrel from the ground, from rest. And since this is near the beginning of his spinning, we can't justify this position with centripetal force. There's very little chance that the barrel could support the weight of the tank without some sort of deflection based on both its geometry and the flexural modulus of 4140 steel. So here we think that bending should occur, and it obviously is not. Then compare that to at 206, when the Hulk easily bends the barrel. I think we can agree that the Hulk is obviously very strong. Oh, frick, did I turn off my video? Whatever. We can agree the Hulk is very strong, but if a 60 metric ton tank isn't causing the barrel to deflect, we think it's pretty unreasonable that the Hulk could bend it so easily. The next point. Oh, so for this, we'd like to introduce a character. This is Randy here at the bottom. He is a father of two. He enjoys a cold beer and a weekend on the lake. He's also an escape artist because obviously somehow he escaped from this yeeting unscathed. At roughly 2 minutes 12 seconds, when the Hulk yeets the tank, Randy is inside. We're estimating that he travels roughly 1 kilometer. We've rounded up for dramatic effect. At the very least, Randy would have gotten some serious whiplash, but assuming a range of 1 kilometer, released by the Hulk at a 30-degree angle from horizontal, we're guessing that he would have probably launched at over 100 meters per second. Even if we're kind of generous with our calculations and he hits the ground at 80 meters per second with half a meter to a meter to absorb the force, that's roughly an impact of between 18 and 16 Gs, which is, kind of rough. Our expectation is that Randy would not survive this and have some at least internal bleeding. But here he is marching along like nothing happened. Our last point is relating to Hulk's skin versus a high explosive anti-tank shell. So rolled homogeneous armor is a standard applied since World War II to explain the penetration ability of shells. High explosive anti-tank rounds can penetrate an equivalent of 600 millimeters of rolled homogeneous armor. If we assume the Hulk's skin thickness to be that of, I don't know, an elephant, pretty thick, many Cs, we're saying that his skin performs 15 times better than steel, which, nah. That said, if this were to be true, our recommendation is that The Canadian Armed Forces should invest in Hulk's skin, harvest it to make some personal body armor, because obviously the Hulk is real and they can do that. That's it. Thanks for listening. How do I stop this?